Hi everyone, my name is Tony Adegbenro. Welcome to my video today. In this message, I'm going to show you 21 secrets to saying no that will help you eliminate stress from your life within 2 weeks, and you'll be able to live the life you've always wanted. You will be able to create your world. So I want to welcome you. I want to say sit back and let's enjoy this ride. Thank you for taking your time to listen to this. Now, the year 2020 has been stressful enough for many people all around the world, and maybe individual as well, and you as a person, for various reasons. But there's a way forward for 2021 or any time you may ever think for listening to this message. That's why I'm releasing this now before the year comes to an end. But what stories have you been saying to yourself or telling yourself? Or what stories have you been listening to from those around you that has kept you imprisoned in your mind, that has made you sad, maybe feel hopeless sometimes, maybe hurting, maybe you felt wounded, you felt sick, maybe stories you've told yourself or you've heard from others that made you to be unemployed or failing in business or in great lack financially and weak emotionally, spiritually, financially, maybe in your marriage, maybe even mentally. My friend, it's time to turn those stories around. Please stop whatever you're doing and give a good attention and action to this message that's going to turn your life around. Here's a story that applies to you right now, my friend. There's a story of a guy who was sacked when he thought he was due for a promotion. He went one day to the manager's office and thought the manager's called him to say to him that he's going to get a raise, he's going to get a promotion. And the manager said, wow, called his name and said, you've been a wonderful employee in this company. And right now that we're restructuring things and it was still looking good, he was still thinking, what's he going to be hearing is, we're giving you a raise, we're giving you a promotion. And then the boss said, sorry, in the current situation, we have to let some people go and we're letting you go. And his face dropped. He said, me? No, are you really serious? You're letting me go? Because he thought about his value, his contribution to the company. And I thought, no, if they're going to let anybody else go, not me. In fact, I thought I was coming for a promotion. Now, so the manager says, sorry, we just have to let you go. Sorry, here's your letter to say you're finished with. Wow. Imagine what happened to him when his expectation was high and just been taken right down. It wasn't even halfway. He was expecting to go right up, right up. Must have been dreaming and thinking and planning of many things he's going to do when he gets a promotion, gets the raise, and suddenly it come crashing down. But you know what happened? The boss saying no to him actually gave him an opportunity to use his own skill, actually enabled him to look at himself and bring together what was within him. And in a few months or so, he started a business. He started his own business. And within a year, he came back to the boss, to that company. You know, he drove there with his flashy car. He couldn't wait to see the boss to show that just about a year ago, you let me off. I was only asking for maybe some promotion, but now see what's happened. Now, the boss was obviously shocked, absolutely shocked to see that this guy that was turned down, that we said no to him, is turned the no around. Let me ask you this question. Have you been turned down? Have you made an offer that was rejected? Okay? Were you left to fend for yourself with no help in sight whatsoever? Maybe you didn't get a job that you laid all your hopes on. My friend, I want to say to you, celebrate hearing no. Oh, yes, celebrate it. In the good book, in the Bible, there's a scripture that says that count it all joy when you face various trials. You think, what's the point? I'm facing a trial. You want me to count it all joy? You want me to get excited about that? That's right, that's what he's saying. You will say, how can I do that? That's just that work. That is it. See, it works against the stream, against the flow of things. There's another scripture that says where God was saying that a barren woman should start singing. You say that does not make any sense. How can somebody who is barren, who had no child, who's been crying day and night, maybe they've tried IVF, they've tried this, they've tried that, has no child, and you are saying she should start singing? Start singing for what? What's there to sing about? She's lost many pregnancy. You will say it doesn't make sense. But guess what? Hearing no, no, no doesn't make sense either. But it will surely turn out in your favor if you learn to celebrate hearing no. Get excited about it. Say, why? Yes, get excited because it has proved to be the turning point for many individuals over the centuries, myself included. That's right. And I will share my story later. But I have great news for you, my friend, because today I'm going to share with you 21 secrets to saying no in 2021 or at any time for that matter. And by saying no, you can kiss that stress goodbye. You can create your world the way God really wanted you to enjoy it. And let me say to you, these principles are applicable to everyday life, for every generation. And they're not only for now, but for all time. But you need to apply them today. Otherwise, you will not have a tomorrow to think of or a rotten, weak, poor state of health and wealth. Maybe even mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, and every other way you can think about. So please listen to these statements and let me know if this sounds familiar to you. Maybe somebody asks you to do something that you really don't want to do, or you honestly don't have the time to do. It might be an important task, like maybe a task in the office, maybe it's a community activity, maybe it's for a charity, an NGO, they want to have a summer fair. It could be a school fundraiser in your child's school, maybe to participate in the committee, or even just your boss asking you to work late. Now, but you feel like you will let the other person down if you say no. You feel guilty already, and you haven't even responded yet. So you say, okay, sure, I'll do it. And maybe you probably put a false smile on your face to accept the invitation, even though doing it is going to put you under tremendous stress. You may not even do a good job of it anyway, but you feel it will put you, now, so more or less you put yourself under pressure accepting that. You know that you'll probably end up resenting this activity, hating it, and maybe even ducking some of your responsibilities because your heart is not just in it, but your head was just go ahead and agree anyway. Question, my friend, why are we so afraid to tell people no? Why? Why are we so afraid? For some reason, we've been taught that no is disrespectful and even insulting to say to someone. My friend, that is old school. Old school is not always correct. I'm sure you know that. There's a story of the frying pan. Maybe you've heard it before. Somebody met a lady and said to her, why did you cook this fish or this meat in this pot? It's too small. She said, well, that's the size of what my mom used to use in cooking it. So they went to the mom and said, Mom, we spoke to your daughter. She was cooking fish in this pot. And she said, that's how you used to do it. The mom said, yes, because that's how my mom used to do it. Fortunately, the grandma was still alive. They went to grandma and said, Grandma, we've spoken to your daughter and your granddaughter. They're cooking fish in this small pot. Why is this? And this has passed on and on to many generations. Grandma said, because that was the only size of pot we had. You see that? That was the only size of pot grandma had. That's why she was using that pot. If she had a bigger one, she would have used a bigger one. But the daughter not asking fully or learning fully thought that because grandma used that one, that is right. And granddaughter continued. And it will have continued on and on that way. So old school is not always right. You need to question it and say, okay, question it correctly. It seems that we seem to value other people's time more than our own time, feeling that we need to bend over backward to accommodate others, even if it's to inconvenience ourselves. No is actually one of the healthiest words that can come out of your mouth. That's right. When you tell someone no, you are really saying that you understand and accept your own limits and that you don't want to do a shoddy bad job for them by overwhelming yourself. You are saying you value your time and priorities and you are not willing to take away from what is truly important things in your own life. A little selfishness is probably necessary if you want to maintain a balanced life, if you want to kiss stress goodbye, if you want to create your world, and if you truly want to help others at your peak. Time is the only gift the creator of the universe, God, has given to every human being under heaven in daily and equal measure. Whether you're a road cleaner, a president, a CEO, a school teacher, whatever the class, whatever the age in any culture, anywhere, God has given to everyone every day the same amount of blessing. And it's called 24 hours. But how you use it, if you use it well. Some waste it saying they are busy. A friend of mine was having a chat with me a few weeks ago, and he was saying, yes, he said, you're right. Everybody says they're busy. Even my 4-year-old son said he was busy. He asked him, what are you doing? He said, well, Dad, I'm busy watching a cartoon. He's busy. So how do you use your time? Some waste their time in what you would think this is a waste of time sitting down watching TV. To them, they are busy. Some spend their time wisely. Some lend their time to others, and some borrow time from others. This is a craft, a skill we must all learn. Question. So, how do you say no without insulting the other person, without feeling consumed with guilt or hurting your own credibility? We need to find a way to say no without dragging up all of these hidden fears. If I'm saying, they think I'm lazy or selfish, that I have no career drive, that I'm not ambitious, that I have no concern for other people. And it's time to give up all of those roles you are so proud of. You're thinking you're a super mom, you're a martyr, you're a hero, but you are keeping yourself from finding your true peace. Once you've accepted that you do have the right and the responsibility to turn someone down, you can do it in a way that doesn't seem like a rejection. Want to know how? Let me show you how. Secret number one, you can just simply say, I can't right now, but I can do it later. That's it. I can't right now, but I can do it later. Simply say no. And that is it. With no explanation. You can just say no. Now, if you really want to help the person, but don't have the time right now, tell them so. Offer a later time or a later day. If they cannot wait for you, they will have to find someone else to do the job. Simple as that. Number two, then tell them, I'm really not the most qualified person for the job. If you don't feel that you have the adequate skills to take on the task, that's okay. It's better to admit your own limitation upfront than feel overwhelmed and all trudging down the road. Number three, I just don't have any room in my calendar or my diary right now. You must be honest. If your schedule is filled up, and filled doesn't have to mean really filled. It just means you have so many schedules and as much as you are willing to take on now, and you are going to stop there and take nothing else on at the moment. Secret number four, I can't. But let me give you the name of someone who can. That is it. If you are not available to help out, offer another qualified resource or person. Professionals do this all the time when they refer a client to a colleague. If you can't do right now, refer them. Secret number five, I have another commitment. And it doesn't matter what that commitment is. It could be a meeting, it could be a dentist appointment, or a day in the park with your kid. The point is, you are not available. You can say that easily. You can say that and feel good. Secret number 6, I'm in the middle of several projects and can't spare the time. Let people know when you have already accepted other responsibilities that no one is going to fault you for having already filled up your plate. If it's filled up already, it's filled up already. That is it. Just let them know. I'll tell you a story quickly. There was a story of a secretary in an office. She was working for 3 managers. And manager 1 came, gave her a task. Manager 2 came, gave her a task. Manager 3 came, gave her, and she was feeling stressed. She was almost getting sick. And it was like, which one should I do? Everyone came saying, this is urgent, this is urgent, this is urgent. She was stressing herself out. And somebody said, why don't you call the 3 managers and let them all talk? And you sit and say, sir, you gave me this. Sir, you gave me this. Sir, you gave me this. Which of these 3 is the most important? And eventually, when she did it that way, and all 3 had a chat, they agreed that, oh, this project number B is most important than A or C. So do B first. Out of A and C, which one is most important? Well, C is next important, next urgent, okay? Do C next, and then do A last. That was it. Just by calling a meeting. To say, look, instead of feeling overwhelmed and not being able to do anything, just call a meeting and let them sort it out. And they sorted it out. And the stress was over. Seriously. Secret number 7. I've had a few things come up and I need to deal with them first. That is it. Unexpected things happen that throw your schedule off. It just happens. Just suddenly. You just have to leave what you're doing and go and do that one. So accept that you may need to make a few adjustments until your life stabilizes again. That's it. Just make it clear. I have a few things that's come up and I need to deal with those ones first. These are secrets. Secret number 8, I would rather decline than end up doing a mediocre job. That's right. So if I do this job, I'm not going to do a good job. So it's better for me not to do it at all. So I want to do a quality job rather than do a bad job. Knowing that you are not available to deliver a quality product for whatever reason is reason enough for turning a request down. That is it. Because whatever thing you want to do it really well. So gladly just understand these reasons, pick any of this that applies to you in that situation, and just say no. Give the reason why, and there'll be another way to get the same job done. Secret number 9, I'm really focusing more on my personal and family life right now. People act ashamed of wanting to spend time with their own families. Why? No, this is your family. Like, it means they don't have goals. Having a strong family is a goal in itself. Your family apart from yourself, your family is the next thing you have. So if you have to spend time focus on your family and your personal life, do that. Just let them know. Right now, as I'm speaking now, I cannot do what you're asking me to. I cannot attend to this. I cannot accept this offer. For now, it's a no. This family thing, this personal thing is absolute priority. Secret number 10, I'm really focusing more on my career right now. If that's the case, the reverse is true also. You may have to give up some civic or community duties to focus your energy on a work-related task. And that's fine too. That's fine. You must get the focus right. Very, very important. Secret number 11, I really don't enjoy that kind of work. That is it. If you really don't enjoy that kind of work, say it. Who said that you're supposed to enjoy your chores and assignment? Who said that? Well, if you don't enjoy them, why do them? Life isn't about drudgery and boredom. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Secret number 12. I can't, but I'm happy to help out with another task. This one you're asking me to do, I can't. But another task I will do. That is it. Just explain it. If someone asks you to do something you really despise, refuse, but then offer to help with something you find more enjoyable, something more stimulating. That is it. Simple as that. Secret number 13 to saying no and feeling okay about it without killing yourself, without thinking you have to be a superhero and solve everybody's problem and it's your responsibility. No, and you're killing yourself physically, mentally. You're wasting away. It's affecting your finance, affecting your mind. No, no, no. There are many ways. Find one that relates, apply it. Secret number 13. I've learned in the past that this really isn't my strongest suit. That's right. It's another way of admitting your own limitations. You must know your limitations. Did you know that that actually makes you stronger? That's right. When you know your limitations and you admit it, and you are ready to let people know it, that makes you stronger. Knowing what you can handle and what you can't is a tremendous talent. It's a great skill. You must know what you can handle and what you can't. You simply must know that. Secret number 14. I'm sure you will do a wonderful job on your own. Tell the person that you are sure that they will do a wonderful job on their own. Many times, people ask for help because they doubt their own abilities. That's right. So you can help to reassure the person, let that person know that you have confidence in them, that they will succeed. So you can say no. In that way, you are helping to build them, you're helping to pull them up. Absolutely. Secret number 15. I don't have any experience with that, so I can't help. That's it. If you don't have the experience, tell them you don't have the experience. Volunteering to help out shouldn't mean that you have to learn an entirely new set of skills. No, I've worked with volunteers many, many times. I've always said to them, whatever skills you have, we'll build that up and we can add to it. We have to start from a place where it's comfortable for them and build that up. Offer to help out with something you already know how to do. Though be ready to learn, but start with something that you can do first to save stressing both you and the employer or the manager or the supervisor. Secret number 16. I'm not comfortable with that. That's it. I will be like a fish out of the tank, which means danger, stress, anger. I don't want to be raising my voice, and we both don't need that, do we? No. You might be uncomfortable with the people involved, the type of work, the moral implication. This is a very respectful way to avoid a sticky situation. If you're not comfortable with it, let them know before it gets into stress and anger and all manner of things happen. Secret number 17 says, I hate to split my attention among too many projects. That's it. Let people know that you want to do a good job for them, but that you can't when your focus is too divided or just in many places. No, half a job, half a job, half a job, half a job. You end up with a pile of uncompleted tasks. No, no, no. One thing at a time. Get one job done. Get it instead of half here, half there, half there. No. That's what the person know. I hate to split my attention among too many projects. Secret number 18. I'm committed to leaving some time for myself in my schedule. Selfish, selfish, selfish. Yeah, but in a good way. Treat your personal time like any other appointment. You must have a me time. You have to block off a time in your calendar, in your diary, to guard your own life. You have to. No matter how busy you are as a mother. I've spoken to parents before, and they say, but I've got my kids all over the house. There's nowhere to. I said, go to the toilet. He said, what? I said, yeah, you heard me. Go to the toilet. That 3-year-old, all the 3-year-old can just have a tantrum, shout, and scream by the door. But if there's no other way to breathe, because the house, the garden everywhere is filled up and they're running about. They can't go with you to the toilet. I said, go to the toilet. Sit down there for a minute. Take 2 minutes, take three if you want. You don't have to do anything there. Just take some breather. Take a me time. You must have a me time. You cannot fill the diary for everything for everybody else and not have time for yourself. Let them call you selfish. Yeah, tell them you're selfish, you sell meat, you sell pork, you sell everything. It doesn't matter what they call you. Don't bother with that. Let them call you names. It's all right. You must block out some time in your diary, in your calendar for yourself. That's it. That's it. That's it. Secret number 19 to say, I'm not just taking on any new project right now. You're not saying that you will never help out again. No, you're not saying that never. Okay? You're just saying just for now. Okay? Your schedule is filled up and you're not going to take any more right now. My saying no now, this is secret number 20. My saying no now will actually help you to find someone else better equipped that you may never have thought about, and that person is readily available to do a better job. This task will also unleash the creativity of that person that's lied buried within them, and suddenly they emerge doing a greater job. Let the person know. That's right. That's right. Secret number 21. No. Just say no. You may not give any reason. Just say no. Sometimes it's okay just to say no. Just make sure you say it in a way that it expresses respect and courtesy, that leaves the door open for good relationship between you and the person. Just say no. That's right. Just say no. I've had a few no's. I was rejected for a community restricted grant funding. There was a committee, there was a funding that came to the community where I was working, helping children, young people, and families. I was already running a kids club in the community. Now, the community as a whole got some government funding. And when they got the government funding, they were asking people to say how to spend the money. And somebody said, oh, they need to have a kids club. And somebody said, but Tony's already running a kids club. So they came to me and I wrote how we can apply. So to apply for some funding out of that money, that's for the community. And guess what? They came, I did a presentation, showed them what we can do to increase the operation of the kids, and they turned it down. They said no. They rejected it. And I'm thinking, and somebody said, but why did you say no to? There was a lady who was a very strong member of the community, of the committee. They said no. I took the no and I said, fine. So this is another way of hearing no and taking the no in a positive way. But guess what? Although they turned me down for about £10,000, which I'll apply for, later we got our own funding to the tune of £348,000, 348,250. That's right. So although they didn't give the small amount we asked for, that was to help to run the kids club in the community for their own children. Guess what they did? They went and started another kids club in a primary school in the community. And of course, kids who have just left school, 9 to 5, well, 8 to 3, Monday to Friday, don't want to go back to school, same school in the evening for a kids club. So the activity they started running there didn't last. Within 6 months, it folded. It did not last. So although they didn't give that money funding then and they said no to me and our project, we got another funding, £348,250. And we got 2 buildings that was used. The money was used to refurbish 2 buildings. And from there now, we have a community business from somebody saying no. So realize that when somebody says no to you, don't get bitter. Don't get twisted. Don't get angry. Don't think this is the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Take the no, celebrate it, rejoice, because there's a better door that will open for you. But when they said no to that funding, we got this other funding, and that other funding we got gave us 2 buildings in the community, fully refurbished, fully equipped. And from that building, now we're running a community business from one of them. that's now helping many people on low income, some who are homeless, and helping other organizations. That's it. I want to apply this principle and success principle to your situation. If you feel you don't know how to say no, if you feel stressed in any way, or you want to create your own world, then let's work together starting now. Seriously. I manage a football team that lost badly in one season. It was our first season, so we just played wherever we can play with the boys we had. We came about midway, we were beaten in some of the games 7-0, 11-1. So, I mean, the day we scored our first goal, we danced around the pitch as if we won the game. Oh my goodness. But in the second year, at the end of that first year, I decided that I need 4 players to fit into the midfield area, attacking area, and we got these 4 players. The 4 players came in. In the second year, we won the league. In the third year, we won the league, some other trophies, a tournament, a competition, locally, nationally. We were winning everywhere. Winning everywhere. So from the first no, things turned around. So celebrate failure because it's going to turn for a success. My friend, you need to be truly successful. You need somebody to hold your hand to help you to become successful. If you want to learn to drive, I'm sure you wouldn't just jump into a car and just hit the road. I'm sure you wouldn't do that without anybody aiding you, without anybody sitting next to you. No, you probably go and find a qualified driving instructor who knows how to drive. And then you sit there and they will show you how to drive. You want to have a personal weight, maybe to lose weight or gain weight, and you go to the gym, you have to go through the process of doing it on your own. But to get quicker, faster to whatever weight you desire, if you get a personal trainer, they will show you a map of where you are now and where you can go. Or maybe your son wants to play soccer or football. He needs a football coach. Your daughter wants to play or learn music, maybe guitar, piano, drums, violin, whatever it is. They need somebody to coach them. In the same way, you need a coach. You need somebody to hold your hand. A coaching relationship helps you to see from another viewpoint. That's why if you've been stressing your life because you don't know how to say no, you are taking too many things on, and you're not living the life you really wanted, then let's have a chat. Let's come into a coaching relationship. Let me give you an example of what progress you can make and how you can see things totally differently. A coaching relationship is having someone who is truly curious about your own dreams, your aspirations, and they want you to get there. Somebody who really wants to know what makes you tick. Somebody who wants you to live in accordance with your passions. Somebody who will explain and work with you to use the tools you have already within you that you can see. They will bring it out of you for growth and learning that will lead to greater results. Somebody who can help you to identify and work with you on your values. That's what a coaching relationship does. This is someone who is even sometimes more certain and more focused on achieving your personal aspiration than you yourself are. Imagine what it would be like if someone knew your values and your life's purpose and they're holding you true to them. Somebody who will hold the flag at the top of the hill for you. That's what happens, my friend. That's what happens in a coaching relationship. So I'm going to ask you, let's come into a coaching relationship. Visit our website, www.createyourworld.org.uk. It will be on this video. Subscribe to this network. Click the like button. Send comments. I don't know if you think you can do this in another way. Yeah, you can go and pay a life coach and they charge you $5,000 or so. Or you can go to health retreat and pay about $10,000 or pounds, and then you come back still feeling stressed. Or you can go and say, oh, I just learned it my own way and go and search and get information, spending hours upon hours on the computer and still not getting any result, wasting time and money in the long run. The fact is, my friend, there is no comparison. There is simply no comparison. So I'm giving you a great offer today that we'll get together into a coaching relationship that's going to help to transform your life completely forever. I really want to thank you for listening to this message. But as I said, go to the website, www.createyourworld.org.uk. subscribe to this channel. You get many videos, many great values that's going to help to change your life. Click the like button, send this video, send this message to your friends, comment on it. Let's connect immediately, and I will gladly work with you to help you kiss stress goodbye, just like I have done with many people. And you can create your own stress-free world, your own economy, your own life, the way you really want it. I'm living that life, and I've helped many, and I can help you to do just the same. God bless you, my friend. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this. Really, greatly appreciated. Take action. Take action. That is where the whole secret lies. Take action right now on what you've heard, and you will go forward in leaps and bounds, and you see a great change in your life like never before. Thank you for watching. God bless you.